Hey, thanks for tuning in. My firstborn versus South Africa. So I've been trying to get to South Africa for a long time. This past time, we all have these group chats that oh yeah, when we paying the deposit, oh I can't wait to go, and people are excited, and it dies right there in the chat. Nobody follows through, nobody does this, nobody does that for whatever reason, and that almost happened with us. Me and my crew, where it was about 8 of us supposed to go, and then last minute people dropped off, and it ended up being me and my bro Sam C to go out. It was a great trip, but I'll get into that. Let's talk about the title. My firstborn versus South Africa. So a few years ago, United opened up the route to go to South Africa directly, and we jumped on the opportunity. We get to the airport, bags checked, but I don't know if you noticed, well, we didn't notice at the time, but when you have flights that are about 14, 15-hour flights, they do a weight restriction based on the weather. And no fat jokes. Don't come for me, because I do clap back. If I was in your position, I would, but I'm telling you not to. You know what I mean? It's just a fair warning. But there was a weight restriction, and we didn't make it. For whatever reason, we didn't make it. So I got my bag back. For whatever reason, my wife's bag wasn't coming through. So I'm going there, I'm going crazy. It's like, yo, where's our bag? We gotta go. And they ended up telling us, like, yo, your bag went to South Africa. And, my bag was talking crap for like 2 weeks. Like, yo, I went to South. It's like, nah, but we couldn't get the bag back. We ended up going, they accommodated us, and we went to Morocco like the next day. But, Shannon had to pack a whole new bag. And there was one important item in that bag that went to South Africa. It was a birth control. 9 months later, best thing that ever happened to me, my daughter was born, Naomi. So United, if you're listening to this, North Face, if you listen to this, yo, throw my daughter a sponsorship. Not me or my wife. Throw my daughter a little sponsorship. She was born because of you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we get on the plane. To my surprise, it's first class. Shout out to my brother Alex. He hooked it up, 7F. It was dope. Had a bunch of space. I was juiced. I had a little refrigerator, keep my drinks cool. They had pajamas. They had flip flops. They had fanny packs full of treats. You know what I mean? In the back of my mind,
I'm like, I'm leaving here with something. I mean? So, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
A little thing about first class. They take care of you. So I ordered a drink, and they had the little limes and all that, and I ordered one drink. It was cool. When I tell you, as soon as I finished that drink, the next one was up. And then the next one was up. I didn't even have to ask. It was just automatic. Snacks, meals. It was crazy. That whole bottle of wine and that oxtail right there, $22. From Johannesburg, we stayed at a hotel out there. Boom, next morning we're flying to Kruger National Park. We had to go out in the tarmac and get on the plane that way. It was cool. Got a shot of me kind of going out there. Shout out to Sam C. So we arrived at Kruger Gate National Park. Kruger Gate Hotel is great. They had commentary. As soon as we jump off the plane.
Hey, where are you going?
It's the first shot I took about the hippo, the deadliest animal in Africa. We had the hyenas. And we're really close to the animals. So one of the rules is keep your seatbelt on, and don't get up. So of course, it took me 5 minutes to break the rules, but I had to get the shot. You got the lions out there, and that was great. The equipment I bought the North Face Supreme collab book bag with all the extra lenses and anything I needed. Didn't really need it much. Brought the big boy camera, the Z9 with the 400mm lens, about the DA50 with the 7200. They gave me the range of like a football field as far as like the range go, to give you like an analysis if you're not a photographer. The beautiful view here. This is towards the end of the first day of the safari. Got a chance to talk to my kids. They were at grandma's house and they were having a good time. Good decor here. My boy didn't know he was on camera, smacking on Sour Patches.
In the videos.
But it was a great room. Like I said, the food was all inclusive. There were, it was live music, live singing. It was buffet style. They had Americanized food, African food. They even had some impala, which Sam ended up trying. I ain't had the stones to do that one. Nope.
We had a group trip, a group safari. So, you know what I mean? We didn't have enough space, so we went private. You feel me, Sam C? Nesbitt? Oh, you so serious? Hey, get the fuck.
Hey, leave me.
Yo.
I'm on that Drake shit.
You on your drink? I ain't no good thing. Get the fuck.
Hey, I'm that nigga. 48 hours.
A few moments later.
Say OV ho. Say OV.
Donk or donk. You don't know if that is that a male or female?
No, it's a mess. Like,
Yeah, yup, you remember, huh?
What's that favorite?
Yeah, he said, I asked you what was my favorite animal. I told him the rhino.
So that's a bit of a white lie. Rhino's not my favorite animal, but I've been reading and hearing about these poachers that are pushing rhinos almost into extinction with, taking these horns off and they're killing the animals. So I really wanted to get a chance to see a rhino in person before anything like that potentially happens. We seen a dude in a full Anichi sweatsuit with an M16 in his hand, and I was so scared. I was like, yo, what's that about? Why he was like, no, they're protecting from the poachers. I'm like, oh, okay. The gun didn't scare me. It was that, like, where did you find the Anichi sweatsuit in this time of day? That was crazy and resourceful. You know what I'm saying? But they tell you not to feed the animals, and you see why. It don't even matter because they was, I need that. Give me that. Give me that. No, I'm taking that up. These dudes were not playing. They wanted the yogurt. They didn't want to eat nothing healthy. Look, the dude trying to eat with them, like, damn, like, it's like one of y'all got $10 and all y'all going to the chicken shack. Like, Smoke, chill, cuz. Chill, get your own food. But he tried it. It's like, oh, we giving out free yogurts? Look, he made a face too. That's crazy. These monkeys were aggressive. We've done about 13 hours of safari. We've seen the big five, where it's the elephant, water buffalo, lion, elephant, and the leopard. So a little bit about the leopard. So we've seen it. I got to shoot 4 of them. With the leopard, we got to this point where it was like, there was a bunch of cars there. Sometimes you'll see a bunch of cars there because they spot the one animal, and the leopard was in between the trees. Sam seen it, and the guy, the tour driver seen it. He was like, yo, it's right there. But I couldn't spot it. It was in between the trees looking. That's how it was explained to me. And I'm looking to shoot it because that's one of the shots I really wanted to get, trying to kind of blend in with the environment. And I wanted that shot. But by the time I got my camera up and spotted it itself, it ran off and it never came out. So I was pissed about that, to be honest with you, because I shot the rest of the 4, didn't get the 5th one. And for that reason, we went on a night safari. That's the only reason. So we bumped it up to 15 hours. And the guy was telling us, like, yo, animals are different during the night. And the van had lights on it, and the spotlights, and it had spotlights for to spot the animals. So we seen a couple of animals. I couldn't really get any great pictures. I thought I was going to see what I see on National Geographic during the night, where they hunting and all that. That was not realistic. But he said it's dangerous. Certain animals don't point the flash out. So it's a guy in front of me with a flash, and Sam was to my back left, and he had one. He said, don't point it at the hippo. The hippo is the most dangerous animal in Africa. Don't point at the hippo, because if the hippo makes contact with the light, as far as like eye contact, it will rush the van. He said, we can't outrun the hippo. It's faster than us. And if it runs into the van, it's going to knock it over and everybody for themselves, and it's dark out there. So he gave us that warning. So we're driving along, and the dude in front of me, we see a hippo. He points at the hippo. I almost slapped this dude upside his head. Like, hey, yo, come on, man. I made it through most of this trip without getting into any danger. You pointing at like the hippo. He said, oh, I'm sorry. So, all right, that was cool. But that's the reason we went on a night safari. Then we almost paid for it with our lives. So I didn't tell my wife this story. So when she sees it, she's probably going to be a little pissed. But, there that go. So that's the end of the trip. Shout out to my man Sam for coming out with me, getting the videos, being the back end of some of those jokes. I appreciate you. I love you, Sam. Thank you for coming out. If you want Prince, please leave a comment, send a DM, ask all the questions you want. I know I didn't go over every single detail. Ask questions in the comments. I'm going to answer everybody. If you had a fat joke, please make sure your account is public so I can clap back. And that's about it. Omi Princeton. And let me know what you think about the top shots of my South African safari. All right, until next time. If you like these videos, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll make another one, and another one, and another one until you guys are tired of me, and then I'll stop. Maybe.